Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Wednesday's Dan's Album Analysis and Rating. My name is Dan, and I shall be your host once again. So, cheers to you all. All right. Before we start off, if you do like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Hit the little thumbs up and a little bell to be notified when I publish new content like this. So, today's victim or album analysis is Warrant, which was suggested by @J.Jesmer. So we will be doing a album analysis of Warrant's first album, Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich, which you're going to see it D.R.F.S.R written all over the place because I'm not writing that name all over, and I think that's how they write it also in the back here. So before we start off, the rules are, so any viewer is allowed to write a suggestion in the comments if you would like me to do a album analysis and rating of any album. The catch is I just have to own it, okay? And if you're unfamiliar with my discography, well, either look at the past episodes I've done, or quickly you can go check out my Instagram with the link below. I post a vinyl of the day. I've got over 1,700 albums now and counting, so there'll be more. But yeah, you can choose from there. And if I don't have it, usually I do put it in a wish list. And when I can find it, I'll get it. So that's how it works. So today's winner and suggestion comes from @J.Jesmer, who suggested Warrant, Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich. I bought this when this came out. This came out in 1988, so I was still in high school. I remember showing the cassette to my friends. This was also on Columbia and produced by Beau Hill. I believe I bought it after I saw the video for Downboys. Now, I'm not here to piss off people. This is just my honest opinion. This album did not age very well compared to their others, okay? I do find Warrant got better and better and better. And this is going to be a hot take. A lot of people are like saying that Jenny Lane is one of the best composers ever or singers. I was like, I really don't see that. I really don't see what he brought that is that great. Sure, that album after, the song Uncle Tom's Cabin is brilliant for hair metal, but I don't know. I don't see it there, but that's just my opinion. I just find him to be a little overrated. Actually, a lot overrated there. But there's still some good songs, but this gets better because, like I said, this just sounds dated. Okay, there's some good songs. I liked it at the time. Do I like it now? Not as much. But there are albums after I do, like, Doggy Dog I can listen to any day. Cherry Pie I can listen to basically any day. It's a mix of Doggy Dog and this here. The other ones, well, there'll be a future episode of Warrant when I get them all on. And there's some cool stuff coming from this band anyway. So, anyway, you've got Jenny Lane on vocals and acoustic guitar. Eric Turner on guitars and background vocals, Joey Allen on guitars and background vocals, Stephen Sweet on drums and background vocals, and Jerry Dixon on bass and background vocals. Now, you'll notice I didn't say lead guitar by anybody. Not sure if this is true, but everywhere I keep reading is that the two guitarists were not good enough to do some leads. So the leads were done by somebody else, which I don't know who. Honestly, I didn't... I'm not even sure if it was... It wasn't really... It was kind of hidden, like a little bit of a Kiss thing there, hidden session players. But I think it was only for the first album and maybe a little bit of the second. I'm not 100% sure on that, okay? But we're here to talk about Warrant, Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich. I do love the album cover, by the way. Love it. This is a great painting. And this is the back right here. So we start off with 32 Pennies, which is the opening track, which to me is not a great opening track. You know, it's a good track, but it's not, I don't know, I would have chosen something else. The title doesn't really stick out. I'm giving that one a 7. It's a good song. But yeah, as an opener, no. And by as luck as we have it, there's 10 songs on this. The first 8, like I haven't listened to this in such a long time. Only the 2 last songs, I was like, I don't even remember these 2 songs. I'm not even sure. I did listen to them because I listened to every record. I have, this is a reissue, by the way, there. I listened to every record at least once before I put them away. And I wanted all the Warrants. Like I said, you know me, I want all the hair metal. This is not their finest moment, if you ask me there, but they did get a lot better, okay? This is still good, okay? Next up, we have Downboys, which that was the first video I saw on the Pepsi Power Hour. It's a good song. See, what I find dated is that the guitars aren't, there's missing a crunchiness to the guitars, which they have on albums number 2 and 3. It's missing off of this album. Kind of sounds like wimpy hair metal, okay? Sounds like I'm bashing them, but I'm really not. It's just like, this is still good stuff. It's just like sonically, it sounds dated, and sonically, there's missing some bottom end and some crunch to this album. So Downboys, I gave that one an 8. Good song. I did like the video at the time. Big Talk has a really dumb drum intro, and that one really sounds dated. Like, it's like, I'm like, oh my god, there screams the 80s right there. Still a good song. The video is kind of cheesy. Is that the one where they go and visit this guy and they go, hey, you're the drummer, you go talk to him? I'm like, the hell does that even mean as a joke? I don't know. But yeah, Big Talk gets a 7. Probably would be higher if you just take out that dumb sounding 80s drum intro. Next up, we have Sometimes She Cries, which is, so Downboys, Big Talk had a video, and they were very minor hits. So was Sometimes She Cries. I think there was a video. Don't remember seeing it there, but I think there is one, because it really sounds familiar. Again, very minor hit. It's good, but it's not their best ballad. That one's to become. We'll talk about that one a little bit later on. So Sometimes She Cries gets a 6 out of 10 for me. It's okay. It's nothing. And same thing with the next one. So Damn Pretty, and then in brackets, Should Be Against the Law. That one was just like, just there. Like, that song was just there. Also gets a 6. So it's, again, it's decent. I don't love this album. I'm going to say this. I don't want to sound like I'm bashing this one. It's good, but they do get a lot better than this one here. Sonically, okay? Next up, we have side 2 that starts off with Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich, or D.R.F.S.R. Great song. See, I would have started the album with that as opposed to 32 Pennies. Still got a really 80s drum sound on the song there, but I do like the song. So, and that Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich, that part there, they redo it at the beginning of the song Cherry Pie, which I thought was actually a pretty cool move there. For a while, it took me a while to know what was the next note, because there's 2 songs that have that there. But yeah, Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich gets an 8 out of 10 with a good 80s drum sound. Next up, we have In the Sticks. What a boring song and a boring subject to talk about. I was like, talking about living. I guess that's what he's talking about, living in the sticks, like living in the. I was just like, whatever. Why would you write a song about that? Why would you write a song about that way? That's what that's what I'm trying to say there. So yeah, that one I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. It just really, to me, it's the weakest song on the album there. Eh. But next up we have Heaven. And I will say this is easily Warrant's best ballad ever. I'm giving that one a 10 out of 10. Okay, it's that good, it's that catchy, that memorable. They've never come close to doing another Heaven. Yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. That is just brilliant. I just love that song. I mean, sure, the video is a little cringy now, but I did like it at the time. But yeah, it's to me, it's their best ballad right there. So Heaven, 10 out of 10. Next up, we have the two songs. Like I said, I don't even remember how they went. And it's funny, you'll see what I'm thinking. I think of these two. So next up, we have Riding High, 7 out of 10. It's a good song. But the next song, Cold Sweat, I'm also giving it a 7 out of 10. Why? Because it's basically the same friggin' riff or feel as the song right before it. So Cold Sweat and Riding High, and I was like, what the hell's the difference between these two songs? Like, there's, to me, that they have the same intro riff or feel riff. And I was like, is this the same song? But whatever. Anyway, so the total for this album is out of 10, 7 out of 10. Still not bad. It's like I said, 7 out of 10 is still very acceptable for an album, but it's just like, I don't know. I just find sonically it's sounds very dated to me, and that's why I don't really listen to this album anymore. And I listened to it this time. I was just like, oh my god! It's just like, I'm not gonna say it's a chore. I mean, it does remind me of good memories. I do remember when I first bought it, but after Doggy Dog, I fast like stopped. The next ones after Doggy Dog, I mean, we'll talk about those albums another day. There, I did pre-order Ultraphobic on vinyl. Yeah, it's actually being released on Deco, DEKO. If you're interested, same as Slaughter Revolution. Those have been pre-ordered. But yeah, Warrant, Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich, 7 out of 10. Original, no. Good, yeah, it's good. Great, no. Sounds really dated. And I don't know. I just don't see what the big deal is about Jenny Lane. He's a decent singer, decent songwriter. There was nobody better or worse than him at the time. Like, there was, hair metal is not really a style of music that you can actually brag about being a very good composer. Like, I'll use an example, Kip Winger. But he had to leave the hair metal scene and get disgraced and reinvent himself to become a great composer right now. But he's not just hair metal, so not just rock, but just like ballet and classical and musicals and all that. Like, to me, a great songwriter would be somebody like Ginger Wildheart, not Jenny Lane. I just don't understand how Jenny Lane is, and I don't want to make fun of the dead there or the deceased there, but it's just like, come on, like, what's so great about Jenny Lane? I don't know. So anyway, that was my hot take. Um, if you if you want me to trash an album, no, I didn't. Again, I don't want. I'm not trashing this album. I'm just giving my opinion. And Warrant have gotten a lot better after this album. Just saying. I'm just going to leave it at that. Having said that, if you do want a shout out or yeah, a shout out and a suggestion for me to do an album analysis on. I mean, it's a risk too. You never know. I might hate it and I might love it. This I didn't hate it or love it. I just like it, and it's in my collection. I got all Warrant. I will get everything Warrant's ever done, but some stuff is better than others. And to me, this band got better with time, better and then worse than good. Let's leave it at that. So thank you at Jay Jesmer for your suggestion of Warrant. I know he asked for this one a while ago. Like I said, my list is still long. It's still always the same people that make a suggestion, so I'm looking for different people to make a suggestion about an album you would like me to do. So on that note, thank you guys for watching, and we shall see you guys next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.